Internet, you're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, www.pncradio.fm. You about to get this work.
Love it.
Beloved, you about to get this work. I'm glad to announce, man, that we got the one and only Loaded Lux in the building today. What up, Lux?
Oh, man, I'm blessed.
Harlem on the rise.
Yeah, you be knowing. We live and
you want no
loving.
problem with them guys. Now, Lux, I was worried, man, because I heard you wasn't going to make it tonight, man. And I went all out, man. We got all the promotions and the whole nine, man. Got the beautiful artwork. What's up, beloved? What's going on? You not feeling the Combat Jack Show?
No, I ain't never known about not being able to make it.
Okay.
Shoot.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm glad you're here,
man.
too.
Yo, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yo, congratulations, man, dude.
Yo, it's so surreal right now. We've been doing this since our high school lunch table flow. You know what I'm saying? So the
lunchroom battles,
you be knowing. So to see battle rap get to this point, man, to where it once again helps to cultivate hip hop all over again. It's just so dope to me. You know what I'm saying? The word is back.
Yeah, how did it get to this point? Because I've been a part of hip hop for as long as I can remember.
The word never left.
But with the turn of the century, I personally was never like following like the whole Smack DVD movement. I wasn't necessarily following, a lot of the battles, and then it seemed like at a certain point, man, like it kind of like escalated to like it de-evolved to like animality where when cats really got into somebody's chest.
Yeah.
Cats would just result, they would just get violent, B.
Yeah.
So how did it get this big, man? Like where, cats are paying $75 and up, and you got Diddy and Q-Tip and Busta and the Ciroc and the Ciroc girls. How did it get so big, man? What did I miss?
No, a lot of collective grinding. You know what I'm saying? Because Smack showed up when it's still pure now. You know what I'm saying? But like before, it was just such an industry like it is now, though.
Right.
We should do this on the corners, man. At the parties and everything. So Smack just happened to put a camera on us one day. So from the DVD days, you know what I mean? He always kept it, you know what I mean? Even if it was in the back of the issue on the DVD, it was there, it was prevalent. And it always had a circle that talked about the battles. I mean, I came up battling.
Would you go to like concerts and like wait at the back door after the show just to like, whoever the headliner was to be like, yo, just give him a ball?
I never did that per se, you know what I'm saying? But I did things where I at least tried to hand my music out, you know what I'm saying? So I went through that phase of it. But
Fat Beats tapes, SOBs.
Yeah.
SOBs. Shout out to Percy P. Shout out to Percy.
Shout out to Percy, man. Word, beloved.
So Lux, man, it seemed like you had developed like an incredible reputation in this battle arena, right?
Yeah.
And at a certain point, I was looking at some of your older tapes.
Okay.
It seemed like you was just gonna fall back from the battle scene. What was that about, man?
Yeah, well, in making a name for myself, it was just never at the time, or I didn't know if it was prevalent. We didn't see it on this side of things. There was never like a outlet that just catered strictly to battle rappers. And if it did, you know what I mean, it didn't cater to those that I thought was of the cloth. And when I say of the cloth, I mean really had something to say, you know what I mean, lyrically. I mean like that rewind fine is more to find. So in terms of me having a voice, I understand that I have a lot of responsibility in having that voice. So I always wanted to put others on the stage that meant something to help to cultivate, you know what I mean, the culture, you know what I mean, within the culture, and battle rapping being like one of the essential elements of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was my duty. I put myself in a catalyst role, like I gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? So I knew the dudes that they used to always ask me like, yo, who inspires you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who inspires you, man?
I mean, definitely the same. You hear the same Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas, and like a lot of them, those mainstream artists definitely inspire me. Like I can't take nothing away from any of them because I listen to all their music. I got a mean catalog when it comes to music. I'm kind of like a connoisseur. I just love those that has something to say with the message. So yeah, man. I mean, Jay-Z definitely. You know what I mean? Nas. I mean, I'm talking people that when they give it up, they give it up.
Anybody outside of rap? Got your ear?
That's what I'm saying. This is what when they used to ask me that, those names were in it, but more so, and really to be honest, the dudes that I came up with in the neighborhood. I swear a lot of y'all not like. I remember, man, being out there 13. I remember when I first seen Mace on the block or Big L giving me my first, pat on the back like, shorty, you got something. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep going. So I was more inspired by being on the corner in them ciphers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And knowing like 135th Street and 7th Avenue is where after the YMCA parties, it was going down on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Or certain school parks when Jay Mills battled J.R. Ryder. Like, these were things that we talked about. You know what I mean?
The behind the scenes.
Yeah. You know
Like
what I'm saying?
the real, like cats
The
under
core.
the pressure.
Yes,
So that's
yes.
so in a sense, is that the direction when you was a shorty? Is that where you wanted to be? You wanted to be in the Coliseum.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Cause my first session, actually dude that the world knows too, Head Ice. Head Ice brought me to another one of my I want to say my first like studio sessions. He brought me to my first like recording session. Like, I never was recording, but I used to write. I used to hear dudes on the corner spitting and going in and doing what they do, and I should take it in the house and go write. Actually, the first joint I tried to rewrite was Mace record. I forgot, it was one of his freestyles. One of Mace freestyles. We be at the car show where all the stars go, with the Jacob Javits, girls laced with carrots. So, I just flipped that and put my own twist on it. You know what I mean? So that was one of the first ones. And then from there, you know what I mean, I kind of used to hear dudes going in on a block, and I just wanted to, you know what I mean, do it like the way they did it. You know what I'm saying?
Can you write battle raps? I mean, I guess you can. But
No, he had to write those battle raps, but
I mean, what's the process for writing battle raps as opposed to writing a song? Because I think with a battle rap, you have a different focus. You have to focus on an opponent.
Battle rap, man, is chess for real. And I take a lot of pride in it.
And I hear you play chess.
Yeah, I play chess.
I want to play you, B.
Yeah,
I play chess.
We can do it.
I'm mean with the chess, B.
We gotta play on the clock though.
We got to play on the
Yeah,
clock.
adds another variable.
I'll take you on the clock. 5 minutes, 10 what, B?
I like 3 minutes.
Oh, 3 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me study my lessons before I hit you with the 3 minutes. But go ahead, man. So Dallas was
He
saying
was running his mouth, and then you just sat him down.
Yeah.
He just gave you that work. Go do your lessons. Go study your lessons. Then come to the 3 minute clock.
Okay.
I like 3 minutes.
So the difference between battle raps
and
crafting
making records,
songs, man.
Yeah, you gotta. It's just a lot of things you gotta take into consideration when you battle rapping. The opposition, not only writing something dope, but you gotta play defense too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know, or at least have a great imagination in putting those pieces together. But not only that, you got to be able to be a tactician, strategically put it together, and to know it's timing too. You got to know when your opponent probably would strike, you know what I mean, and what they're gonna, say, oppose, well, at least to come at you. So you got to defend against that. All those come into the equation.
So before you even start like planning out the terrain and the map, where are you getting your strategic acumen from?
Well, with different opponents, you know what I mean, based on your opponent, it changes, you know what I mean?
So you have to study tapes on your opponents.
Oh, of course.
Instagram.
Everything.
Instagrams.
It's like football, like a lot of white guys watching film.
Yeah.
It's like this guy's in the booth, really watching other plays, like cornerbacks watch wide receivers.
Right. It's
And tight ends.
It's like the fight game.
So this particular fight, man, which is this battle, which was so classic, you and Calico, that everybody's talking about, man.
Yeah.
How did you decide to take the strategy that you took with regard to this battle, man?
Well, in adversity, I'm looking at diversity between him and I. You know what I mean? Me, in terms of different demographic. You know what I mean? For one, knowing that I'm coming in there with a little bit more wisdom, everybody would look at that from that point of view. Like, he's the older cat. He's coming in. You know what I mean?
This old head.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on the battlefield in a while. He's a little rusty.
So I said to myself, that's not such a weakness. That's a
strength.
I
like that.
Isn't that the end of the game anyway to get older?
I like that.
Honestly, internet, isn't that the whole point of the game, to get older?
Yeah, I mean.
See, but there's a nihilistic type of lifestyle in rap.
Yeah. For some reason.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You die in a blaze of glory.
Bring them right back to sender.
Only the young die, only the good die young.
Bring them right back to sender. And know that YOLO, that's just a trend.
Yeah. But see, that's the great thing about, like everything is perception. You know what I mean? And perspectives. You know what I mean? If I can show you another way of looking at things, then you could at least assess it.
Show you the big picture.
Yeah. You know, the large picture.
Show you the large picture.
You know what I mean? I got to get them the large picture.
Now, before we get deep into this, man, tell me the science behind Beloved, man. I saw you in the hallway. You greeted me with the term Beloved.
Yeah.
Where's this? Because I like that, man. I mean, before you came in the studio, I was talking about not on some super like mystical, spiritual vibe, but I'm about to relinquish my personal use
Okay, beloved.
of the word
Yeah.
nigga.
All right.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
right, all right.
And so I'm listening to you. And
Yeah.
actually, your show, like watching you last week, kind of inspired me to this.
Right.
decision.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
So anyway, so talk about the science. of
Beloved. Well, a lot of older guys used to use it, but you know, what I take from the term, it's a term of endearment. If you break it down, you know what I mean, in syllables, it's really be loved. You know what I mean? My thing on beloved is if I show you love, you know what I mean? If I put that vibration, that energy out there to you, then I let you know I'm coming in that form. It's not threatening. I'm giving you love because I want to be loved
There's no hostility.
at all. You know what I
Even
mean?
if it's an aggressive environment.
Yeah, but I'm allowing you to know I'm coming with love, beloved. You know what I mean? So I'm giving you that. It's human nature to be loved, to show love. That's what we're here for.
And
You know what I'm
to
saying?
come with love.
Yeah, that's what it's about. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't, life is love in every sense of it. If I smile at you, that's just a degree of love. You know what I mean? Different things. We smile at each other. We dap each other. Embrace each other. That's love. Listening is love. Like, you know what I mean? So it holds true in a lot of different, you know what I mean?
Now, is that
degrees.
one of your strategies, though, man? Because it's kind of hard to try to behead somebody, man.
I got a lot of
when
love.
they coming at you with love, man.
Yeah.
Is that one of the strategies?
Hey, man, it's hard to strike your brother. Ain't it?
But I'm finding though also in what you demonstrated in that last battle, man, that it seems like you really have a sense of knowledge of self.
Yes, sir, man. Sure.
Now, but tell me about that journey, about that knowledge of self, because what I'm hearing is the last time they seen you on the scene, last time you was on the scene, you was mean.
Right,
But
right.
Like it seemed like this time around you came back from the mountain a little bit more enlightened.
A little bit more prophetic.
Yeah. So what happened during them years, man? Did you go and chill with Moses? Like what the fuck?
You know, that's dope. You asked me that, man. A friend of mine gave me. Listen, this is one of the first. I love this book. It's just like my genesis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all can check it out. If it's dope though. The Secret Science by John Baines.
Oh, man, that's a great book, man.
Oh, my
Science.
beloved.
That's a great listen. I got that from an OT when I was up top.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a great book, man. Listen, I didn't read that book. I studied that book. I studied that book.
Okay, you studied.
Yeah,
okay.
and let me tell you something. That's the type of book that you use a highlighter for. So
Yeah,
you come back and
yeah.
that's a great. Listen, that's great. That's with the star in the front.
You be knowing.
Yeah, I be known, beloved.
So you read this book, man. You lived with this book.
The Secret Science by John Baines.
The
is
Secret
like,
Science. And what is it about, man?
Yeah. No, it just breaks down man, like, you know what I mean, in terms of his nature. Truly. We all got it's a birthright. You got to live upward. I mean, that's what we here for.
Excelsior.
And we're
You
not,
know?
and I say this, my main concern is our community right now is really not demonstrating
There you go.
living upward.
There you go. You know, so that was just the perfect setup, you know what I mean, for the me and Calico battle. I just knew like certain things just need to be addressed. See, in expression of art, you know what I'm saying, like what you're doing, what everybody's doing here, we're expressing in a lot of ways nature, truly what this thing should be about. You know what I mean? You express it through your art. Everybody has a way to do so, but sometimes we don't deal with it. I mean, you're conscious, and I don't want to really delve too deep into it, but you know,
Go deep.
go deep.
Go
No,
deep.
we go deep in this show, baby.
I mean, yeah. That's dope. That's dope. But no, you always got that thing that says to you intuitively, like which way to go.
Right.
You know, when you write
That
You know what I mean?
compass,
You just
that
know it.
compass.
There you go. That compass. We all have it. You know what I mean? And when you live and you follow it, the guidelines, and life treats you right. And when you find yourself in undesirable situations, you know what you should have did, and you
Right.
know how to get back. I mean, everything that they can possibly put in the book, we already know. We just gotta,
It's
you
common
know.
sense that we need to
It's common
remind
sense.
ourselves in
There
a
you
sense
go.
on an intrinsic basis.
And
Now, what I love about the dichotomy of hip hop is that it can be so brutal, but when you become, I mean, just from my personal perspective, and I'm not saying I'm enlightened, but when you do have a certain amount of light,
right.
but you're forced to be in that arena, isn't it like uplifting that you could use like the secret
Yes.
science against your opponent,
Yes.
and the motherfuckers just be stunned?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's hip hop is it's educational. I mean, every part of life is lesson. You know what I mean? Your whole trial in life is learning at every second.
Knowledge.
Everything, even from your
Everything.
losses, everything.
Everything
So-
is knowledge.
So there was a buzz last week.
Okay.
last Wednesday specifically,
Okay.
about this battle. And
Oh.
the first thing I saw was that, is there something wrong with the mic? Yeah. First thing I saw was that it was 44 minutes. And I was like, I'm not looking at no battle rap for 44 minutes. But the
Right.
buzz was so crazy.
Dope.
So I said, let me look through this shit. So I see you coming in with the funeral procession.
Mhm,
You were in the black suit and the whole nine.
Right,
And then I
right.
saw the first round. So
Right.
the $1 million question is, did you choke?
They want to know this, man.
You got to tell us. Keep it real with us.
Yo,
Lux.
I love Combat Jack. I love y'all, but you know me as a tactic.
But it's all right, because what I've learned also, before you give me the real answer, what I know also is that for you to be totally impervious and impenetrable,
Yes,
you
sir.
got to embrace and sometimes expose your weaknesses.
Yeah.
And I thought it was such a dramatic point because I didn't know where this thing was going. I didn't know who won that battle.
Right,
So
right.
when I saw you
Dope.
stumble over the hospital beds, I was like, yo, where's this shit going? So, and everybody wants to know, okay, tell us this, Lux. Tell us this. If you're not going to answer, what was going through your mind at that point?
At that point, I mean, that still will kind of be giving it away because definitely how I explained it. You know what I mean? I didn't give it up just yet. I mean, I can't. I want to give it to you.
Right.
I got so much love for you, King. You know what I'm saying? But to give you even that much will be giving it away.
Okay, so I'm
You
going
know
to
what saying?
respect that.
Thank you.
I'm
thank you.
gonna definitely respect that.
My man.
How did you feel yesterday, man, about Jay-Z quoting you, man?
Oh man, that was
You got quoted by Jay-Z yesterday, B, on Twitter. And he's
Yeah.
not. He don't. And I think he only has 106 tweets, or something like that. Can somebody go on his timeline and see how many
his tweets
tweets?
are real sporadic,
Yeah, he has
right?
like
The
100.
last
He doesn't
time
have more. He doesn't have more than 200 tweets.
His last tweet was like 521 days ago.
And then
like,
he tweeted you, B.
It was
Like, how did that feel, B?
overwhelming moment. Very surreal. Very, very surreal. You know, because definitely it's one of my peers that I definitely respect. A lot of respect for. Grew up in the neighborhood, and he was just always listened to. We listened to him word for word. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, I say my ear like definitely is his mentor and him as a lyricist. So that was big. But not only that, it's just statistically, if he's following, if he takes time out of his day, you know what I mean, just to watch what we have to say.
Then the ripples are just going through the universe right now.
There you go. And those who may have not in their spare time touched, you know what I mean, the surface of what we do, or at least now, you know what I mean, go and see what it's about. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you say you haven't watched it in a minute, but just to, you know, we sit there and just give a little of your time.
I
just
watched
to
it
see what
5
we're
times
talking
now. I've watched it 5 times because I had to just see what the fuck was going on.
about. Right.
Now, what made you choose the whole funeral theme? Because I thought that shit was brilliant.
Yeah.
That shit was so prophetic. Man.
Yeah. Thank you, beloved.
Like, what made you go the funeral route, man?
You know, they in the culture right now, the big thing is body bag. You know, you got body bag. Like if you lose terribly, that's a body bag. You know what I mean? That's what we call it. So I said, well, let's take it a step further. You know, if a man gonna die here today, let's have some respect for the deceased. You know, man's coming way from Detroit. We want to be hospitable New Yorkers. You know, let's treat the deceased with some respect. So in that regard, I wanted to go the whole way. If a loved one, if a loved one passed away, you would get dressed
This
up.
beloved,
Yes,
the
sir.
beloved man that you're battling.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
Took his his resources and his time and came to your hometown.
There you
And
go.
you knew he was gonna die.
So
You wanted to dispose of the body as respectfully as possible.
Yes,
Did you bring a
Jack.
mass card? Did you bring a mass card with you?
a mask
See, next time you got to bring a mask
with the
card.
face on it.
Yes.
With the face on
the
it. I
face.
mean, you know.
And when
you know that card. How many cards you got premium in the collection?
I got so many. I'm
Yeah.
Italian. We got
Yeah.
either they're in witness
Yeah.
protection or they're make believe dead or they're really dead. You know, you don't know. They're probably living in Arizona somewhere.
So the whole thing is you wanted to deal with this as classy as possible.
Yes, sir.
And now I watched today for the first time the video that you did before, like
Okay.
preparing for the funeral.
Oh,
And it was hilarious, man. Like he's going to like funeral homes
Yeah.
and he's like sizing up caskets and pricing them. And he's going to the airports. He's going to the airports and talking about how do I transport a body from New York to Detroit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
see,
you
that's
drive
dope,
to
yeah.
like the cemetery, and the cemetery's closed, and he's looking at the headstones, and he's
Yes,
like,
sir.
"Yo, you had so much charisma, B. Like, have you studied acting, man?" man?
Nah, not really. No, I just
Just a
Have you-
natural.
I think
a natural.
it's some way, in some ways it's connected. You know,
Without
with
question.
being an artist, you
Without
got
question.
conceptual records, and you have to go into that, frame. You know what I mean, to create. So I think it's definitely connected some way.
What now? How do you top this performance? Because really, you've now shown that battle rap is performance art, and it always
Yes,
was.
sir.
True story is that it always was.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this goes back to the nature of the dozens. This goes back to
Hold on. I got to interrupt you. Jay-Z's on his Twitter account, before he tweeted you, he had 34 tweets. You are the 35th tweet, B. Jay-Z got that work, B. The 35th tweet, B. Give that man a round of applause.
That's dope. That's
The
dope.
35th Jay-Z tweet, B. So anyway, going back to how do you top this, man?
Always gotta adjust to your opponent, you know what I mean? At the same time, I gotta fill out, what the people are talking about and what they're looking forward to. So it just has to all line up with the storyline. You know what I mean? See, this is a storyline. You gotta understand something. Calico called me out at the previous Summer Madness. You know what I mean? So only in my return it would make so much sense.
He called you out, and this is when you were, in a sense, retired.
Right.
Right.
And I just came to enjoy, the show as a fan.
Right.
You know what I'm
You were in
saying?
the audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the man called me out.
How'd you feel about that?
I thought it was a friendly gesture for real. I mean, but at the same time, though, and knowing I was going to make my return, this was perfect.
Right.
Like,
Like he took the bait, in a sense, like the invisible bait that you didn't even put out yet.
yeah, right.
well, you knew someone had to get that work.
Yeah, there you go.
Who was it gonna be?
Somebody had to get it in my return, and this was perfect.
Now, where did that come
man.
up with? Where'd you come up with get that work, man? Because that right there, right now, is the mem of the day.
But
B.
he's
Like,
street talk.
Yeah.
Street talk.
I used to always say like watch me work. You know what I mean? Like me having conversations with pops and everything like that. Like, man, don't do too much talking. And if you're a naysayer, well, then watch me work.
Right.
That's all. Watch
Right.
me work.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in the heat of battle, it felt so right. This is what we do. Like we don't dress anything up. We don't, talk that talk. We know hard work gonna get it done. Pops used to say, you know what I mean? Man, don't take no shortcuts. You don't cut corners.
You got a good relationship with your pops.
Yes, sir.
And in a sense, do you know that the plight of the black family, disintegration of the black family, a lot of us don't have that relationship with
go.
that. So was that also part of the strategy?
There you go. You recognize that.
I mean, it's evident.
yeah,
it's evident, man.
Yeah, everyone should, but it just it makes it more of the elephant in the room when it's said. You know what I mean? And this was perfect in terms of Calico and his background, and I recognize his situation. You know what I mean? And this was perfect.
And his situation is, he's BMF, and his pops was a BMF lieutenant. His pops is doing time.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's a psychosis that our community gravitates to and glorifies. And like my pops is a thug, and I'm an OG, and I have no problem killing y'all, killing us.
Killing us.
Now, and you realize that also as your strength.
There you go.
I was talking to a couple cats last week in the studio, and our executive producer, Chris, was like, I kind of felt sorry for Calico because it was kind of like bloodthirst. Like, tell him how you felt, man.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I felt sorry for him. I just felt he got overwhelmed at the end. Obviously became very personal. I mean, the question that I have really is, the tape at least ends very abruptly. And what happened next? I mean, at the end of a sporting event, no matter how intense it is, you give somebody a pound, they line up, they shake hands. I was just curious.
Yeah, no, he was a great sport about it.
There you go.
Yeah, he was a great sport about it. We seen each other after the fact. We even had a conversation off camera. Did some things on camera. Took some pictures. You know what I mean. He even did a drop for the Lions Den.
So it ended very
dope.
cordially.
Yeah,
and because at a certain point, man, I thought somebody was gonna swing on somebody. I thought somebody was gonna swing on somebody, man.
It got heated. It got heated.
Right.
But we all at the same time are mature enough to know we have to have good sportsmanship in order for this thing to grow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Can't build and destroy. You know what I'm saying?
Now in some challenges, right? In some challenges, sometimes even when you're the player and you're the opponent, you might not know where it's gonna go.
Right.
Did you know where this thing was gonna go from the gate? Like you knew it was. You knew because, like I said, as somebody that was watching,
Yeah.
on a video screen, I didn't know where it was gonna go until the last round. B.
Right.
Like, were you completely? Because you had this air, man, of like, yo, you were in church, B.
Yes.
Like you were floating, B. Like you knew where it was gonna. Like
Well,
honestly,
it was.
no showman talk right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Were you nervous at a certain point?
I mean, you walk in there with some butterflies.
Right.
That is.
And after
it's
the first
inevitable.
round, did you know if that gamble or whatever you want to call it, if that was gonna work in your favor or against you?
I was on edge like pretty much throughout this battle.
Nice.
I was on edge.
And that's honest, and I appreciate
Yeah,
that, man.
Yeah, I was definitely on edge, and I guess that's what gave me the strength to perform the way that I performed.
Now let's talk about that last round, B. That last round, I can't.
famous third
I can't. I
round,
can't
right?
even on a certain level, man. It was completely brutal because you went through his whole you basically broke him down to his very last compound.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
yeah,
in a sense, I definitely understand what Chris was saying. It was brutal. Like it was it was beyond personal.
Right.
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 But what I got from it, even in that arena, and I'm not trying to give you all the props, but I do think you deserve this. I saw black excellence in that battle.
Wow, thank you, champ. Thank you.
But did you want to hurt his feelings, B?
I did want him to feel that. Well, they say the best lessons are best learned in blood. You know what I'm saying? Trainers in boxing usually break you down to build you up. You know what I mean? So I did want.
I know a hemophiliac ain't say that. Hemophiliac be like, yo, just give me the book, I'll read that shit.
No, but I did want to break them down to build them up. I did want what I was saying to touch, to stick. You know what I mean, with them. So in order to do that, man, you have to touch a person's soul. You know how we say, "Can you feel me?" You know what I mean? Because if something is said and if it's genuine, if it's from your core, when I say it to you, the energy that I possess when I say it, you feel it. You know what I mean?
But how are you beating this man down and telling him, "Look at me, king"?
Yeah, because I need him to know he's still a king. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? He's still that. Even though he's operating on a lower frequency, but he's still that.
Right.
You feel me? And I got to give it to him like that. I want him to know you still that and you can build. You know what I mean? So,
now, outside of the arena, man, outside of the arena.
You teach at that school on 125th?
that was my question.
That school, you know that school on 125th and 5th? That new joint they built? You gotta have a class in there, a weekly class in there, brother. On some learning annex shit, for real.
Nah, I just try to stay abreast, man. Stay my head in the book.
You said there's responsibility in words, and if you have if you have a voice, although a lot of people in our culture want to turn away from that, it's inevitable that you have a responsibility.
Yeah.
So what's your responsibility right now, man? Or what do you feel your mission is, right? Because you don't do a performance that strong,
right,
and not have a sense of mission.
Yeah, man, definitely got a mission. You know what I mean? Truth got to be said, light got to be shown, got to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And we lead by example. So I just hope I could do that. You know what I mean? If they say your life is as important as the lives you impact. You know what I mean? So it's just certain things that I believe and I hold true to my soul, to my everything, to my being. You know what I'm saying? And I got to do what I have to do to express that to loved ones, to everybody around me. You know what I mean? We get inspired by watching others do their thing. See Jordan go on that court and do what he does, or Jay-Z in the arena. And, you know, anybody that's successful, you can't help it be inspiring. And if you feel another way about it, then you're not acting in your nature. You know what I mean? You know, they say, jealousy and things of that nature. So those are lower frequencies, you know what I mean? So we got to build. And I just know that I have to express it through my art, the best way that I know how. And everybody's here to fill a void. So I'm just doing it, through my lane.
Now, what kind of church are you going to be a pastor of? AME? I mean,
Children's International.
Yeah.
What's your church, brother? Don't answer that. I'm just.
Nah.
I just
So are you a church man? Are you a church man?
We just kicking it.
Not church, but everything is church. Right now, this is church. It's a gathering right now. We meeting in the
More than
minds
one,
right?
right?
Here. We
More than
building.
one.
So this is church right here.
What's
That's all
next
it
for you,
is.
man?
I'm just.
And tell us about these T-shirts, because I know you gotta get this work.
Yeah, dope. Yeah. You're gonna get this work. You can get that at www.loadedlux.co. You know what I mean? If
You got all sizes,
all sizes.
all colorways.
What size you got up to?
3X.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
You know, up in Harlem,
Don't
they
make
be
don't
upset
make
at
don't
you.
make
They
no
gonna have
frauds.
4X,
No, don't.
5X.
For real, for real.
You charge $5 extra.
For real.
You got okay.
Black men, you got to stop wearing 4X.
Okay.
For real. Unless you playing
Come on,
professional
beloved.
sports.
Come on, beloved, stop
Unless you
wearing 4X.
playing, unless you out here lifting 800 pounds above your head, you need
Now,
to.
beloved, I'm gonna let you know which size you're missing. You're missing schmedium. That is real big right now for a lot of
Schmedium.
people. Yeah, a lot of people like wearing that size.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
But-
we
but-
had some mediums, right?
You got some mediums.
Yeah, we
You
have
got
some
all
mediums.
colorways, man.
No, right now we just black and white.
Okay.
White shirts, black lettering, black shirts, white lettering, but you can put a custom order in.
And what's the price point on them shirts?
We charging 20.
Something fair.
Yeah,
Let's go
let
look
the
it
man
up.
talk, man. I'm helping him sell the shirt, man. You always cutting.
Let people go there and see it. Let people.
Where can they
don't-
go again?
Don't give
Tell
up
them
all the
that website
information.
again.
Let
Where
people
can they
go
go
and
see
see
it?
it.
www.loadedlux.co.
Get on that.
Okay.
Thank
now,
you.
how's the
CO.
world changed since last week, man?
Oh, man.
You getting offers, man? People throwing money your way?
People just, inquiring about what I'm going to do next.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, what's next for me. And I'm glad they shedding light on the culture, too. They asked me about it, and I'm glad to come and speak about it. You know what I mean? So a lot of that's been happening.
Real talk. The price for the feature right now is the highest it's ever been.
Price the features up. Are you getting some feature
Yeah, now
offers?
the feature office is there.
Are you gonna,
Yeah,
you gonna be on
yeah.
Watch the Throne Part 2, man? Huh?
Dope. Hope I'll have me. That'll be what's up.
I see you acting, man. I see you on Broadway, man.
Yeah.
Because your performance was that strong, man. And I don't think, like, I come from the record industry, B.
Okay.
And I
man.
think sometimes and I'm not saying
You come from Haiti.
I'm not
Haitian jock.
I'm not saying what Calico said about battle rappers not being able to make records, but
Right.
I don't see records doing your presence that much justice. And I definitely see live performances more of your thing, man. Like, so I'm just putting it out there,
that's
man.
honest.
Like, I'm
I
putting it
appreciate
out there,
that.
man. Like, you might
Yeah.
want to look at some of these theatrical agents and producers, man. And
Okay.
like,
okay.
cause I would pay to see you on the same stage that I seen like the Fela, you know what I'm saying, in the whole nine, man.
Dope.
Les
That's-
Mis.
that's
I mean,
beautiful.
and at the end of the day, isn't the essence of Harlem to
The
end
Wiz.
up on Broadway? Huh?
I was
Let me
slick,
fuck with
Jack.
you. Let me
That
fuck with you.
was
Let me
slick.
get you this work, Lux. But I'm saying though,
I was slick.
think about that.
As
man.
long as he
Ma-
ain't doing no, car lease commercial down on Flatbush over there. You ever see? Them rappers never make that shit. You ever see them rappers?
who are you talking about?
When they tell you to come in for a lease car, no down payment, and they rap on this shit. You never seen any of
Nah,
that shit?
All them Kia rap commercials.
I'm talking about Broadway.
You
B.
never seen them Kia rap commercials?
Yo, beloved, never go on those commercials, please.
Don't
Got
do
you.
commercials.
Don't
do
rap for no
commercials.
Kias.
commercials.
don't
Unless that Kia check is clean.
Yeah, like what's his name? Damn, he jumped over to Kia. What the fuck is his
Oh,
name?
Blake?
Yeah.
Blake.
He doesn't rap for
Griffin.
Kia,
Yeah,
man.
he doesn't rap, man.
Yeah, well, NBA players they rap after like 2 years.
What I'm saying, man, is I think you're greater than rap, man. And this is not to shit on rap, but I definitely think you're greater than rap. And I
appreciate
definitely
that.
want you. I want to see you go, like you said, man. Like you said that when you were dealing with Jazzy Joyce, right?
Right.
She
Yeah.
dared you
Yes, she did.
to change the perception,
Yes, she
and I
did.
think you've already accomplished that with battle rap. I want to continue to see you change that perception.
Evolve.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate that.
Upwards.
King.
And I know
Word.
you. I know you're gonna do that, King, right?
Yeah,
I know you're gonna do
dope.
that, beloved,
I
right?
mean, man, the adversity creates progress. So
You gave
I'm
us that
about
work, but you gotta give the greater world
Yeah.
that work, man.
Okay.
All right?
okay. I believe you.
Internets,
I'm
we
in.
got Loaded Lux
dope.
Yeah.
in the
dope.
studio, man.
Internets.
Yo, where can they find you, man?
You guys can hit me on my Twitter at I am Loaded Lux. I'm there. LoadedLux.co. Definitely go there to find out everything I got going on and coming up
Get
with.
that gear.
Yeah, get that
that
you gonna
work.
get
Cop
this
that
work
merch.
Shirts.
So
You
are
know
you
what I
are
mean?
you formally back in this battle arena right now?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you got the belt right now.
Oh, I appreciate
you got
that.
the belt
if
right now.
People said, then I guess I'll
Hey,
hold
what
it.
kind
What kind of
hold
belt
the
is
title.
this? Is it a Gucci belt?
It's a, I
It's a
don't-
wrestling belt.
What do you get when you win that, man? What do you get when you win a battle?
A
Like that?
Gucci belt
I'll-
from Dapper Dan.
I mean,
I don't
there's
know.
I know there's a purse, right? You get a purse.
You get
Yeah,
Red
yeah.
Lobster.
Yeah.
You get a gift certificate. of
Definitely.
Red Lobster.
And is there like a trophy or a belt or anything? Is there anything physical to represent that you won?
This right
Or do we
here.
need to bring that to the Smack arena? Like they need to come up with the belt or something. Yo, Smidak. Yo,
Yeah,
come up
yeah,
with the belt.
come up
B.
with a belt.
Yo,
That
you
might be
making all
dope.
that money. Come up with the belt, man. What did Puff tell you, man? What did Puff say to you personally?
Oh
after
man, I got a drop from Puff too. Puff, he gave it up, man. Showed me a lot of love. You know, he appreciated the whole coming out in a suit. You know, that's his thing. You know, maybe I could come out for Sean John or something.
I mean, even that, man, it was just unfair, man. You had on the suit, B. Who designed that suit, B?
shout out to Kenneth Cole.
Kenneth Cole designed that
Yeah.
suit?
Man, Hov was like, he had on the suit and he had on the Jordans. Had on the
Jordans.
playoff
Yeah.
team.
Jordans, B.
Yeah, we still gonna keep it hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta keep it grassroots.
Now, what happened? Where's the coffin now, man?
Oh, we still got
In
it.
Detroit.
I'm dope.
Nah, who built that coffin, man? Who'd you pay to build that coffin,
Shout
man?
out to Uncle Eddie.
Uncle Eddie built that coffin, man.
No, my man Nod, man. Shout out to Unc, man. He built that. He put that thing together.
And where'd you get the hearse from, man?
Oh, the hearse. Shout out to what's my man name?
Listen,
Yeah, from Big
hold on.
Kitty.
Don't snitch if you don't have to, all right?
Nah, I'm trying to
sometimes
get
sometimes
people
it's be the
business,
snitching
B.
show.
I'm trying
Sometimes
to
it's be the snitching show. All right?
Yo, don't you want to
don't have-
support black business?
Listen.
Somebody out there
If
trying to
somebody out there die and need a hearse, they'll find it. They'll find that work. They'll get that
They'll
work.
find that work. Yo, Lux, man. Anytime, man, you want to come on the Combat Jack show.
Dope,
You know, it's
man.
an open invitation,
Yo,
man.
is he
And
gonna be
like I
down
said,
in
I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
What would you say, Pete?
Is he gonna be down in Atlanta? You gonna be
Are you
down
going
in
to
Yeah,
A3C?
we booked the flight yet. Yeah, we
Yeah.
we there, we down there.
We're doing a show out there, man.
Yeah,
we're interviewing Killer Mike.
Dope. I love to come through, man.
Now come
I'm
through,
definitely
man.
Be there.
Definitely come through, man. Anytime, internets.
dope,
Killer
dope.
Mike, what we gonna do? Loaded Luck. Who has special guests?
No, I mean A3C. Nah, not yet. Next week maybe.
Well, Loaded, like I said, man.
A3C
Welcome to the
Internet.
Combat Jack show.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
There you go. Let's go to a music break. You're tuned into the
Do
Combat
we have
Jack
music still?
Show. Yeah, we got music.
I thought Ben Amin just walked out.
But how is he playing the music?
He
I
still
don't
got music,
understand.
I thought Ben Amin just walked out, angry.
Hey, King, we good, right?
Did someone say the N-word?
Yeah.
Internet.
Did somebody in the green room
Where
say
is
the
it?
N-word?
I
Where
didn't say
is
the
he,
N-word.
GP?
I didn't say the N-word.
Why
Internets,
is Ben Amin so crazy?
You tuned into the Combat Jack show, www.pncradio.fm.